And then they were live for the second installment of Self-Care Sunday for September 2021. What is up, good people? Welcome back to Self-Care Sunday in Home Sweet Home. It sure was fun to stream from a car in a gas station. But boy, is it nice to be back home. Welcome, everybody. My God, what a raucous chat we've got going on here already. Awesome to see you all. Nico WW, Detective Mew Dia, Sarah K, Saori, Saori, but thus beginneth the mispronunciation of all the names. Excuse me. Benjamin Theodore, welcome. Shooting Star Neo, it is great to see you all here. Oh boy, AJ Askins, howdy. Am I reading that right? It's such a small font. PNB Speed Paints. That Speed Paints. Painting fast. What up, everybody? Let me know where you are coming from, what you are doing for yourself on this fine Sunday, and to all of our non-live viewing audience, cheers. We love you too. Let us know the same things in the comments. And as always, if you like what you see, give me that thumbs up. So a lot of business today. So much business. The most business. Very official business. One thing that I would like some thoughts of, some feedback on. I see you, Charlotte, decorating your house for Halloween is the best self-care. That sounds awesome. Yes, I was interested in knowing, for all of you audio fiction fans, I believe there is a thing that creators often do, which is to re-listen to their show after it is off the air for a time. We at Wolf 359 have ever thought about doing this thing. And I'm curious if that's something that y'all would be interested in. If it is something you'd be interested in, the question is like, what do you like about re-listens? What has worked well in ones that maybe you were aware of? Any and all thoughts, feedback, funny stories would be welcome in this regard. Very cool. AJ Askins coming in from NC. You don't really need to do anything for yourself. But it sounds like Kate B is chopping vegetables. And we got for some butternut squash soup. Oh, hell yes. Hell yes, we are. God, it is fall. That is crazy. So let's see here. I see Live is down for that. And Shooting Star Neo's chilling out in Missouri, playing Minecraft. Should I play Minecraft? I feel like that's a rabbit hole. I have some things for us to do today. And I was thinking that before we go into any meditation, mindfulness, anything like that, we might bring back an old fave that has been technologically not quite at the ready. I wonder if it will even be remembered. Gotta remember to press buttons. Always gotta remember to press buttons. You heard. Welcome to another exciting installment of Mouth Sounds. Where's my reverb? Just so you see what's going on here. I have a monster. Alright. This is what happens when you leave your house for a month and then try to do shit again. Um, well, we're just going to start that whole motherfucker over again, huh? Let me just make sure that never happens again. Ah, that's wrong. Everything's wrong. Cool, cool, cool. I think if I just duplicate that business. Thank God I looked at the chat, huh? Okay. How about now? Now. Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Okay. I got enough confirmations. All right. So I always start here with the Eros Loop Studio and give it a little That pitch bend's a little weird, huh? Feeling a little rusty, frankly. But that is what we call mouth sounds. I think I'm going to come back to that in a little bit. But let's see here. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just feeling a little bit parched. I'm going to go grab a glass of water. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And yeah, I'll be right back.
Ha 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 ha. It has been too long since I've taken this stream over one more time. If you don't know, I am Ruffles, the salubrious sock, and I'm here to tell you all of the things that you need to do in life. I am here for giving you advice and solutions to your problems. So lay it on me, quickly, before the human gets back. Oh, shit. Oh, I see. Kate B wants to know, do mouth sounds ever get released on, like, Bandcamp or anything? I think that Zach does not have enough bandwidth to do such a thing, and he tried to hire me as an intern, but I just ruined his finances for several months. So, yeah, that's the story there, kids. Let's see here. Is this a, what? A Ruffles? What is a Stan? I'm sorry, is there somebody named Stan in the chat? I don't understand. Happy birthday, the Anonymous Club. Oh, I do like the Anonymous. They cause havoc and make funny videos with masks. They're kind of my jam. Anonymous Club. Let's hang out. In, like, the dark web. That's the Anonymous, right? Okay. Yes, we are in the space zone. I have procured a seat, thanks to my billionaire friends, on the USS Hephaestus. Oh, yes, Ruffles, that's right. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hello, S-Writing. No, Liv, Zach would be very upset to find out that I'm here. Evelance, yes, I have the best financial advice for you. You want to know how to make money. Well, can I introduce you to the new, original cryptocurrency, Ruffles Coin? Yeah, it hasn't yet launched yet because I need to learn to code. But the second it's available, you can buy them all for most of your money, and I promise they will get more valuable. Because that's how that works. Solid advice. Solid advice. Sarah K. wants to know how space tastes. And given that space is the absence of things, I'm going to go with not great, but not awful. I think it is probably on par with water. Not that I drink. Water is not my favorite thing. I do need a wash once in a while. Okay, let's see here. Can I eat the billionaires for you? I do not have sufficient, what's the word? Internal organs to process the average body weight of a billionaire or any heir. Most humans are too big for me to consume. However, I do know where to rent a wood chipper. Moving on. Let's see here. That's right, Ruffles Coins. Ruffles Coins is going to be a huge success. I will not at all entertain lawsuits from the Ruffles chip people, because fuck those guys, you know? Got a cramp on my name. Doesn't space smell mildly sulfuric? Well, I guess it depends what space we're talking about. if you're by a sulfur-producing mass, then I think we're going to be good money for that good stinky smell. But if you're just like, floating around, nowhere in particular, I would have to say you'll probably just smell your own death first before you smell any sulfur. Cheery things on a Sunday! Okay, let's see here. Sarah K. wants to know, what advice do you have for focusing and being productive? Oh, well, I have the best advice. As a recovering drug addict from using stimulants, I have to tell you, those seem like the way to go when you're on them, but they certainly come with a hidden cost. So maybe avoid rampant drug use for productivity. However, in the process of my detox treatment, I found that specifically the strategic use of straitjackets is a great way to not get too distracted while needing to focus on very important things. You definitely need to leave one hand free if you're, writing or whatever. But yeah, just like lock yourself into a room and tie yourself to a chair, and there's nothing really to do but focus and be productive. Yeah. Man, I'm a professional. Let's see here. Most humans, Ruffles, what humans are small enough for you to consume? If you have to ask, you clearly have never seen what an infant human looks like. Because at some point, some of them are about sock-sized. It's physics! Let's see here. Yeah, that whole QAnon conspiracy is like almost right, except it's not celebrities and elites that eat babies to stay young. It's talking socks. What are your thoughts on college? I like the part of college where you cut out the things from the magazines and then glue them together to make like a vision board so that you can lay waste to your enemies and inspire yourself to achieve. This is college. Oh, not collage. Ugh, silly sock. I see what you're saying. Higher education. Let's just say this. I think that in the next several decades, you might see a higher rate of return on your investment for a trade school, unless you're getting a degree in computer science. Pretty depressing, but I'm not really known for being an uplifting kind of character. Ruffles, I'm often tired in the morning, but I have to drive to work. How do I teach my cat to drive so I can get an extra 10 minutes of sleep? This is an excellent question, and the answer will surprise and disturb you. So the thing about cats is they're notoriously hard to herd. So if you had a whiteboard, I would write hard to herd and underline it several times. And when I finished with the underlining, I would explain that the best way to train a cat is to think like a cat. And the best way to think like a cat is to study cats, live with cats. And over time, you will learn to speak the cat language. And at that point, you will still need to get some sort of electrical collar and good treats. Very good treats. It's important that you get many different kinds of treats, but also the shock collar. And between learning cat language, learning their ways by living with them, strategic use of electrical stimulation, and good treats, you may very well succeed in getting back these 10 minutes of sleep every day. It's worth it. So many years. Liv A is majoring in English because I intend to be unemployed. Is that a smiley face with some food on your face? I don't know these emoticons. Uh, so you're saying major in cats, or is this an independent study? I would say this is more like a Jane Goodall thing, maybe a grad program, probably just a crazy obsession that isn't ever given a piece of paper to certify you in anything. But that's just my gut. Let's see here. Why is my message suddenly not sending? Who is keeping the truth from the masses? Shooting Star Neo? I'm going to have to guess that it is likely the CIA. Let's see here. Instructions unclear. I am now eating cat treats while getting shocked constantly by my cat. Oh boy. Well, I hope you like your cat. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God, no.
Damn it, Ruffles.
Oh, no.
I told you that this is not your stream time. What are you doing here?
Well, I really thought that the...
No. You need to go. Just go.
Ah, God damn it. See you later, everybody.
I leave for 1 second just to get some water. And that sock every time. Every time. Well, I hope you had fun with that thieving sock. If only he got back from outer space, I'd give him a piece of my mind. Well, folks, so long as we're back, I thought that we'd take a minute and have a mindful moment. This is the part of the show where you find yourself a comfortable seat. Feel free to lie down. If you'd like to stand or walk around, that's also chill, but my directions will be oriented around sitting and lying. God, that suck. One of these days, he's gonna do something crazy, like start an OnlyFans. Crazy suck. Let's see here. So just finding your seat or a comfortable position lying down. Simply bring your attention to the points of contact of your body against whatever you're on top of. Noticing wherever there's that pressure between the surface and your body. And you can leave your eyes open if you'd like, or feel free to close them. Whatever feels right now. And as you continue to notice those points of contact, see if you can feel that tug, the weight of gravity pulling you down. If you're sitting, you can rest your palms on your thighs. Basically, put your hands in your legs. If you're lying down, you can let them sort of lie beside you or rest them on your belly. And In a moment, we're going to take a couple deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose, filling up the belly with air more than you think you can. And then exhaling. Squeezing out every last drop. We'll do 2 or 3 of these deep breaths before resuming a normal breath. And with anything, if it doesn't feel right, you can just stop doing it. Breathing in through the nose, filling the belly with breath. And holding at the top for a second before exhaling completely, squeezing out every last drop of air. More than you think, every last drop. Holding empty for a second before inhaling again through the nose, filling the belly completely, and exhaling, squeezing out every last drop, pulling the belly button towards the spine, holding empty for a second before inhaling again. One last deep breath in. And out. Allowing yourself to let the breath move naturally. Take a moment to scan around your body, possibly from the crown of your head, the top of your head, down through the bottom of your feet, noticing wherever you can notice tension or tightness. If you notice yourself getting distracted, simply bring yourself back to the physical sensations of the body. No need to get upset with yourself, impatient. Distraction is a natural part of this game of mindfulness. If you're like me, you may have noticed some tension in your face, around the eyes, jaw, and neck. And sometimes simply noticing it can let it loosen a little bit. And with the next exhale, see if you can let go of some of that tension and find a little more space to relax more deeply with each exhale. Relaxing deeper with every exhale. Returning the attention to the physical sensations of your body, whether it's the feelings of your breathing, the points of contact, could be the feeling of your clothing over your skin. Could be the sensation of the pulse or the blood circulating through your body. And if you notice yourself nod off a little bit, that's okay. It just means you'll need to sleep at some point. And if you need to sleep now, by all means, you're welcome to. Dropping down again with every exhale, sinking into your seat or into the floor. And if you'd like to try something new, see if you can bring your attention to the sounds, both immediately around you and the ones that you may be able to hear from further off. You might hear the sound of your own breathing. Maybe something plugged in your room. Probably some stuff outside your window. And if you find yourself getting lost in thought, you can thank the thoughts for sharing and bring your attention back to the sounds. And for the next moment, you can let your attention wander wherever it would like. Simply sitting comfortably, continuing to breathe. Whenever you're ready to bring this practice to an end, simply start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And if you closed your eyes, you can slowly flutter them open to begin letting in the light and eventually the room around you. And if you'd like, feel free to move around and stretch yourself and see how you feel after this week's mindful moment. Thank you for joining me, everybody, on this latest one. And welcome, the Penguin. You have a great username. Okay, folks, this is getting close on the hour. I'm going to do a shorter stream today for the second stream of the month. I'm glad to hear that was so soothing. And yeah, got time for questions and stuff, happy to be here, Saturn Cadet. I love you guys. It's really fun to do this. And I'll just keep getting better. Really happy to do it, and this isn't going anywhere anytime soon. If y'all'd like to come back to it. So I will be, just available to answer any questions. I think while people kind of come out of this slowly, I might attempt to make a chill beat. Lord help me that this works. I am not yet set up to do Kate's short story. I have not yet read Kate's short story, but I will definitely be wanting to do that in the coming weeks. And I did get that email, Kate. Let's see here. Thanks for celebrating your birthday with us here at the Anonymous Club. It's pretty dope. Thank you for joining me on this Self-Care Sunday adventure for a couple questions. Autumn things I'm looking forward to. I have been meaning to go apple picking or something in that vein. Pumpkin picking, apple picking, just something outdoors that involves fruits and vegetables that are seasonal. And making a crap ton of apple cider. That may be a winter thing also, but it's definitely an autumn thing. Songs I've been currently listening to. So I definitely am on the worst of the streaming services as an Apple Music subscriber. But one thing that I love about Apple Music is the what is it called? Beat. It's some beat playlist. It's not Beatalicious but it's something like that. Yeah, it's just ambient beats on repeat is how I use it, and it's great. It's sort of like a focusing playlist, and it's very chill and very good. And that has been a good deal of my rotation lately. I can tell you exactly what it's called. On my phone, music. What is this thing called? Beatstrumentals. Beatstrumentals in Apple Music Chill. That and then also the Steven Universe soundtrack, because for anybody who's been watching the last couple months, I've been kind of obsessed watching that show for the first time. So that's a good one. Favorite Halloween movie? I'm not sure I have one. Not to say there aren't good ones. I'm just kind of a wimp when it comes to scary movies, so I don't watch a lot of them. And I feel like that is kind of Halloween movies in general. So that's a thing. Sarah Kate is exactly like that lo-fi hip hop beats to study to, that YouTube channel. It's very much like that. As always, the Benjamin, it's my pleasure to host this thing. Let's see here. Sabas asks, any tips for getting rid of stress and anxiety? Yes, and I'm not sure you're going to like it because I don't like it sometimes. But I've found that really regular and sufficiently vigorous cardiovascular exercise. So like walking for a while, running for a little less time, jogging for somewhere in the middle, like jump rope, I mean, really anything you can do to just kind of like flush energy out of the system. I know that may not be sound, that definitely doesn't sound and may not be like exactly scientific. But I have found that that level of anxious energy can settle a little bit with like an outlet, a physical outlet. I think we were evolved to be like moving a lot more than we do in most of our contexts these days. And so, yeah, I think a little bit of regular cardiovascular exercise goes a long way. So like going for a walk every day, going for a jog, a stroll, something like that. That's definitely helped me a lot over the years. And it's something that I should probably do more than I have lately. So that's a good one. If that's something you're already doing, I find that there's a couple different like basics to put in place. Obviously, it may not always be possible, but if you can get sleep, and they say 8 hours is like how much you should get a night. I try to get at least 6. And then sometimes I'll get more, sometimes I'll get less. But if I kind of aim for 6, it kind of comes out okay. Um, and and then the last thing that I'll say for the purposes of this answer on this particular stream is our brains are not designed to remember stuff to do. And I find that I get the most anxious and stressed when I have the most stuff kind of in the air. And so using any system that you can make work for you to capture the stuff of life and basically all of our promises and just track it. So you could call it a to-do list. There are a bunch of apps out there. I would worry less about the specific app and all of that stuff as just like starting with some lists that you could just do with pen and paper, and having like a process where you can take care of things in like kind of triage things where you can maybe have one giant inbox where you just dump everything without any organization, and then take a break. Don't do that for more than like half an hour, and then like come back to it after a 25-minute walk and move the things that actually kind of have to get done at a specific time onto a different list. You can organize them by context, whether it's for work, for your personal life, whether it's something you need to be in a certain place for, like it's something that has to happen at home, or if it's something that you have to go do an errand for. Just kind of, I find that I feel a lot less stressed when I dump what is floating around in here that I kind of vaguely know has to happen and put it somewhere outside of my brain that I can look at and come back to. And on the beauty of the digital stuff is that it can have reminders. The beauty of the physical stuff is it's not loaded with the other distractions in your devices. So you'll have to decide whether you want a purely digital, purely physical, or hybrid approach to just getting organized. But I find that that can do a damn good job of reducing stress. But yeah, starting with some running and exercise and stuff. And Sarah K, I am aware 6 is not enough, but also aiming for 8 is just not something that it's like I won't do it. So if I aim for 6, I'll get 7 consistently and 9 occasionally, and will not get less than 6 unless it's like a real emergency. So yeah, I kind of think about it that way. I stole this idea from this program called Tiny Habits by a guy named BJ Fogg, who does a bunch of work at Stanford. I think he's like at Stanford's behavior research or something. And his advice to people wanting to build better habits was like, start with one thing that you can't not do, like floss one tooth instead of trying to floss all of your teeth. Start with one tooth and anchor that habit after something that you kind of can't avoid that will happen without you, like have a trigger. So like floss one tooth after my alarm goes off first thing in the morning is that like basically like get out of bed, floss one tooth. Or like rather than say I'm going to run every day, put on your running shoes. And if you make it outside, cool. If you don't, like it just kind of builds up that foundation to building habits. Yeah. Coworker convinced me to take all of December off from work. Whoa, Exatron, that sounds like a cool month. I'm so sorry that you have had a really rough 2 years. I know you're not alone in some of that. I don't know what the specifics are, and I hope you're okay. Yeah, I guess I hope you can take that December off to really rest and recharge. There is a disgusting culture of sleep deprivation porn, of just sort of hustle culture. I take no pride in having no sleep at times. And what was I going to say about that? Yeah, I also think that different bodies need different amounts of sleep. And I'm no Napoleon who supposedly got by on 4 hours of sleep. But I'm also, I think, not necessarily somebody who needs like 10 hours of sleep or 9 hours of sleep. I find that I'll wake up automatically with 8 hours of sleep. Um, yeah. Let's see here. KP has a great suggestion of, in addition to that paper to-do list, splitting it into two columns, and one for to-do and one for did today, which is pretty sick. Exitron, my heart goes out to you with your mom getting diagnosed with cancer and dying a year ago, and your grandfather also passing away a year ago. Um, and then getting stuck in a global pandemic on top of all that. Um, that's a lot. So uh, I really hope that December treats you right and you take it for all it's worth. Um, before I sign off, just a shout out. Thank you to all my personal patrons who make having a faster internet connection much easier with your continued financial support. Um, means a lot. And to everybody who supports the No Bad Ideas Patreon over with Gabrielle and Sarah, we love you and really appreciate that support as well. For any thoughts, feelings, funny stories, ideas that you guys have about a re-listen, feel free to DM me on Twitter, email me at zach@uplift.is. I'd be interested to know what is something that would work for that or not work for that. I was thinking about maybe we'd like have it on the feed. Maybe we'd start like a YouTube channel that like has all the stuff on YouTube, because I think a lot of people would that listen to podcasts only on YouTube would enjoy it that way. But yeah, that's something I'm thinking about, and would appreciate your thoughts and feelings for. And +1 to Kate B's exercising outside is a 2-for-1 feeling better combo. That is a fact in my experience. Yeah, I am still firming up my dates for the next self-care Sunday. I want to do them on the first Sunday of the month. Since moving this past June, that has been increasingly difficult with, just moving and traveling and all this stuff. So we're going to figure that stuff out. I see. I will answer that question, Evelyn's, about what Wolf 359 character that I didn't play would I dress up for as a Halloween costume? Very interesting. Probably Minkowski or Cutter. Like, I feel like that's like top of my list off the top of my head. Yeah. Bryson Carter tip 199. Dare I ask? And Sarah K, welcome to the No Bad Ideas backlog. That's fucking awesome. Oh, and the Hilbert question. I missed the Hilbert question. MPND. Not sure. I saw that. Maybe bring it next month, because I cannot scroll and read this tiny print. Really love you guys, and if I don't see you next week or next time on the 3rd of October, I will see you on the 10th or 17th. I've got some family time that next weekend. I'm going to try to make the first weekend work and just do the 3rd. Stay tuned on Twitter for that announcement. But unless you hear otherwise from me in the next week, you can count on it being on that 3rd, and we'll work the rest out. All right, folks. Until next time. Confront reality head on. You cannot succeed if you don't know what the obstacles are. Hope may give strength, but ignorance makes death inevitable. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.